Hi guys, welcome to Thruzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. Right in front of you is the Mercedes A-Class that has come to the Indian market. This is going to compete against the BMW 2 Series, which is also now its foremost competitor because that is also front-wheel drive, and the upcoming Audi A3. Mercedes has finally got the A-Class sedan instead of the CLA. We all know that story. We've explained that on our website. Let's begin with the review and let's talk about the design. It is completely new. It's not like the CLA, it's not like the C-Class. It has its own distinct identity here, and as you can see, the front looks very nice, very flush with these bare minimum elements. Just the headlight, the bumper here, and the vents over there, the large grille with the large logo, and that is it. It's got a very clean, nice design that premium cars buyers in the initial entry level segments will appreciate. This is the side profile of the car. It's completely new. It's got a bit of hint of the CLA in the rear 3/4, but that's about it. These are very good 17-inch wheels. Finally, from Mercedes, the wheels are looking quite good. This is the rear where you get this boomerang effect for the tail lamps here, and it's got a slightly dark boot going for it. Those are of course fake exhaust. The real exhaust is somewhere below there, and that is a look of the car. Let's get inside. Let's start with the boot. This is the boot, not very deep, but good amount of space to keep a decent amount of stuff and to do that one person trip to the airport. You have to bring back because that's the only amount of luggage it can carry. Space saver tire is here, which is very impressive and always quite good for the Indian market. And got a camera here. This particular test car does not have the parking sensors, and this is the kind of space you have here. The seat is pushed all the way back, and there's a good amount of space here. So this is the kind of space I have. Decent knee room, quite a lot of leg room, and of course it's a strict 4-seater here. You've got AC vents and charging points and some place to keep some stuff. You've got an armrest with cup holders hidden here like this, and that's how the door pads look like. They can keep some small stuff. Big bottle will be quite a task to put in. As you can see, the grab handles are really nice. It's got a very nice aluminum finish touch on it. It looks really impressive, and the plastics here are also really good. Let's go to the front first though, and let me show you what the cockpit looks like. It's a typical new age Mercedes cockpit. Looks really nice, and we've got of course the panoramic sunroof, which is quite a sizable unit here, and that's the instrument cluster along with the screen. It's one big unit. We are now seeing this on many Mercedes cars, and that's the steering with a lot of buttons on offer here. Start stop and the vents, which are turbine like, look really impressive. Got wireless charging, cup holders, pad to rest your hand. You have this nice palm rest here. That's a very decent amount of storage bin here, and you've got charging points here as well. Let's start up the car, and as you can see, the fonts, the layout, everything is really impressive. It still doesn't get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but both are there with the wired option. And those are the AC controls, rocker switches, always very nice to use. The MBU UX system has a lot of features. The sound system is quite good. In the comfort mode, you get these relaxing through light seat movements, which is called seat kinetics. So it just moves the side bolsters and the backrest and the front base of the seat to keep you sort of awake and on a very monotonous journey if you're alone and nobody's here. So it's like somebody's pushing the seat from behind for you, like a kid is messing around with your seat. So that's the whole idea, I guess. Glove box, normal size. It's only lit. It's not cold, sadly. You've got very nice thigh support on the seats here on both sides, so it's really impressive. You've got cruise control. You've got the buttons here, electric parking brake, and all the controls.
Can you say that again, please?
Oh, I don't think so. And that's the, of course, the Hey Mercedes app.
How may I help you?
Lower the temperature, please.
What can I do for you?
Lower the temperature, please.
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to minimum.
Thank you. So that's how the voice control works. It's quite intuitive, as you see. I didn't ask for it, but it still gave me the option. And yeah, very nice high quality cabin. The plastics all around are quite soft. There is nothing, no cost cutting here visible with the A-Class here. And The AC works in our conditions quite well. That's the IRVM, that's the Mercedes Me Connect, and the concierge service along with the roof controls and the lights usual. Vanity mirrors on the passenger side, check. On the driver side, check. And those are the stocks. This is the how you control the stocks here, and this also doubles up as the headlight, and that's the gear shift column. Of course, the steering adjustment is manual here. You only get electric in the S class here now, and the system works quite well. The connection is quite flawless. The sound system is very impressive. You can change all the dials here that I've shown you previously with the Mercedes. It exactly remains the same. What we're driving right now is the A200 petrol, and let's get to it and see how this 1.3 liter motor behaves. So what is the Mercedes A-Class like to drive? Well, this is the 1.3 liter motor making 163 bhp of power, 250 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 is done in 8 seconds, which is quite quick for a car. It is mated to an 8-speed gearbox. It works quite well in sport mode and it works quite well in eco mode. In comfort mode, there is a bit of a hesitancy in the upshift and downshift, and because there is also some turbo lag in this engine, you can feel a bit of drivability that is lost. But if you are going to spend your time in the city entirely, then that is also quite a negligible aspect of the engine and gearbox combination. And like I said, if you stay in eco mode, you will be just fine with this car. The shifts are nice and precise and you won't really notice the turbo lag, but it's only in sport mode where things get aggressive and slightly jerky, because the gearbox responds rather quickly than you expect, and but that also helps you extract a lot of performance because the mid-range is good and the top end is also decent because it just makes 163 bhp of power, and it is a Mercedes, so it's slightly on the heavier side. 0 to 100, like I said, is done in 8 seconds. 80 to 120, 140 is also done quite quickly. After that, progress is a bit slow, but that's okay, because if you are going to spend your time with the A-Class in the city and mostly within intercity trips, the A-Class petrol is just fine. If you're really into mile munching, we suggest you get the diesel. But if you're going to spending your time within, let's say, Bombay, Pune, what we did, and some other major cities and the cities across them, you can do those trips just fine. When it comes to ride and handling, the ride quality is spot on. This is one of the best riding Mercedes we've ever come across. The wheel size, the tires, the ride, suspension height has been kept rather well, and which suits our Indian conditions. That's the reason why we're getting really good ride quality. Body roll is really well contained. It takes corners quite quickly, quite swiftly, with a lot of confidence. There's a lot of confidence in the brakes and tires as well, so you can push the A-Class, and it does reward you with confidence, and you can push it harder. But then of course, the petrol engine with limited performance, while pushing it really hard, will not really satisfy the enthusiast in you. But then again, it is more than adequate, and that's what the A-Class petrol is all about. If you truly want more performance, more fuel economy, you should get the diesel. What else can we tell you about the A-Class? Well, Mercedes has got a lot of things right. The service package, as always, is quite good. There's the 8-year warranty, there's the exchange scheme, the extended warranty, the warranty that will basically last 2 owners, because Mercedes says that most car buyers usually upgrade from their current cars. So an 8-year warranty helps 2 people enjoy the A-Class without any discomfort or any warranty issues. So that makes the A-Class quite a good package, and that should help its resale value as well, which you will benefit from. And the A-Class pricing also is surprisingly good value given what Mercedes is offering with this car. They're offering a whole host of features, good engines, very good design, a very good interior, and everything just comes together quite well. We expected the price to be slightly lower, but then again, that's what you get from Mercedes, and there's no compromise, and that's the best part with the A-Class. Quality, performance, handling, comfort, safety is all taken care of, so there is no compromise, and that's the highlight of the A-Class, and that's why you should consider it if you are looking out for a entry-level luxury car. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like, share, and ask us any questions if you want in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for everyday updates, and we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.